So apparently, the better actor asked the actors who wasn't as good as him at acting to act out a role, which then caused the police to get involved. And then, when the better actor went in front of the police and the actors that aren't as good as the better actor went in front of the police believed the actors that aren't as good as the better actor. Maybe the better actor isn't acting better. Me and the Notification Gang would like to invite everybody to come join us Monday through Thursday, 9:20 to 10 o'clock for Morning Coffee, where we discuss the events of the prior day and also just talk mess about stuff. See you then. Hey, don't forget to check out the link of the day in the description. BBN, Jack Frost. What's up, party people? Yeah. So apparently there's this actor. I thought his name was Jussie. Actually, his name seems to be Jussie. So, whatever. So anyway, so there's this actor. His name is Jussie Smollett, I believe. I'm just terrible with names. No disrespect if I got your name wrong. Okay, so there's this actor, and I believe his name is Jussie Smollett. He's actually on the show Empire. If anybody's ever saw the show Empire, he's on the show. He sings or something along the line. Might actually be a good singer in real life. I don't know. But he's on Empire currently. So, as everybody's already know, there was the accusations that he made that he was attacked by two white men who I believe he was also trying to say that they were saying racial slurs as they attacked him. So as we all found out that, well, I'm not going to say as we all found out because this is still under some type of investigation, but come to find out that that might be not exactly what has happened. What might be what had happened was he's being accused at this point of hiring two individuals who have been extras on the show Empire to rough him up. Now, when the story first came out, a couple of people I know was hitting me up. As I say, a couple of people I know, a couple of people in the BBN community, they were hitting me up and they wanted me to go with the story for whatever the case is. But when I first heard the story, I said, well, I don't believe him. Okay, so I'm not saying that, well, I didn't initially say that I didn't believe he got roughed up or he got beat up or whatever the case was. I didn't really go with the story of he's an actor. He went out, 2 o'clock in the morning to meet some random strange somewhere, and it was freezing on this particular day that he said that he went out, and his face was wrapped up or whatever the case might be. I mean, I don't live in Chicago, but I live in New York, and I heard about Chicago, so I could just imagine how cold it gets there. And isn't Chicago also called the Windy City? So on a cold day there, it's a cold day. Do you understand what I'm saying? So apparently, his story is that he went out about 2 o'clock in the morning or 3, whatever the case was, to go meet a friend or something like that. And when he went out to go meet this friend, he was then attacked by some people who recognized him. That was the initial problem that I had, because I'm saying, well, if you had your face all wrapped up, how the heck did these people recognize you? That doesn't even make sense, right? I mean, it's Chicago. I'm really not trying to be funny, and I'm really not trying to be stereotypical, but I'm assuming he had a scarf. Okay, I'm assuming he had a scarf. I'm not trying to, please don't anybody get mad at me. I'm just assuming he had a scarf. I know a lot of people of different sexual orientations that wear scarves, but I also know that there's a good chance that he had a scarf. That's just my point. So if he has his face and his head wrapped up as it is freezing, and I'm pretty sure everyone of every necessarily sexual orientation that would have been out at that time in the morning, there's a good chance that they would have themselves wrapped up. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying no more than that. I'm not trying to make jokes. I just want to make that clear. I don't want anybody to think that I'm hating on any group of people, or trying to be racist, or trying to be bigoted, or trying to be prejudicial, or any other word that falls in line with that. Anyway, so When he says, or when I heard him say that they recognized him, I'm like, my dude, it's like, how many degrees below zero? You had your face wrapped up at 2 o'clock in the morning. You're trying to tell me one of the few people that you would have walked past would have recognized you. That's one. Two, you said it was some white people. I'm not trying to be racist, but I don't know how many racist white people watch Empire. How were you recognized? So I was like, I'm not following that story, because what's gonna happen is I'm gonna say, I think this dude is lying, and then I'm gonna be called at some kind of hate group or something, and I'm gonna be attacked from everywhere. Everybody from everywhere is gonna be attacking me. So I said, you know what, this is just something that it's not worth it. I was already following a different story. I put my energy into that. Okay, so come to find out that this individual, Jussie Smollett, I hope I'm saying his name right, decided that what he was going to do was he was going to hire some people who does extra work on show to Empire, and they stage the scene. At least this is what it's being accused of. Another thing that was a red flag to me when the initial story came out was he refused to let the police have his phone. Now, I'm just saying, if you've been attacked and the police are like, oh man, we need your phone, you're not even thinking cohesively. You're like, oh, take my phone. Do what you need to do. We need to go get the mofos. This is what I'm going to assume somebody's brain is going to be. Somebody's brain is not going to be on, yeah, I can't give you my phone. It sounded more to me like it was kind of made up, and they didn't assume that the police would look and try to get something from the victim. In their mind, they're like, well, I'm the victim, why do you want my phone? When in reality, it's kind of, that's not out of the norm, not out of the norm for the police to ask to see your phone if you're talking about you was outside at 2 o'clock in the morning and you just randomly got assaulted. It's not out of the norm, especially if they don't believe you. All right, so just so we could get all that cleared away. So apparently they're saying that a police source familiar with the investigation into an alleged attack on the Empire Star tells NBC News that the probe has shifted into whether the actor paid two men who were questioned in the case to stage an assault. Now, I just explained to you why I initially thought that this was a little shaky, and I'm not the police. I didn't go to who knows what academy in order to learn how to properly understand, police protocol or what would be the necessary thing to do if somebody is a victim. So if I'm coming to these conclusions, you could just imagine what kind of conclusions other people will be coming to. That's my point. So Chicago police spokesman Anthony Guglielmi. We're gonna go with that. We're gonna go with Anthony G. How about that? So Chicago spokesperson Anthony G said Saturday evening that we can confirm that the information received from the individuals questioned by the police earlier in the Empire case has in fact shifted the trajectory of the investigation. We've reached out to the Empire cast members Empire cast members attorney to request a follow-up interview. Now this is another thing that I want to say real quick. When he came out and he tried to say, one, they recognized him and you had to be wrapped up. How are they going to recognize you? And then he also said, two, they were white and they said racist slurs at him, so it became a race issue. Okay. And then three, he went on to bash Trump after all of this started happening. This just sounds like somebody who had an agenda. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so not for nothing, but I had a friend. I have a friend that I was talking to about this, right? So they initially thought that what happened was, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just gonna tell you this because I thought this was funny. But they initially thought what happened was he was on Grindr and somebody lined him up, which actually happened. So this isn't funny. I'm saying that it was funny that my friend thought that this happened. I'm not saying that this is an actual thing. I don't think that is funny at all. But I have a friend of mine that thought that he might have went on Grindr and might have actually had some people who go on Grindr looking to get, gay men to go places so they can attack them. I heard that's actually a thing. Everybody out there, be safe. You douchebags, find something better to do with your time than to find people who you consider to be vulnerable and then take advantage of them. How about that? So That's what my friend thought. I thought that was like, really? And then, like, because I was busy saying I just don't believe him, but it was like, maybe that happened, whatever. But okay, so Smollett's attorney denied any suggestion that the actor was complicit, basically saying they are currently still denying that this was some kind of rigged situation. Like they planned this. They're still denying this. But see, this is what the issue is. When you have two individuals who they're also said to be real close with Jussie on the set of Empire. These two individuals who are brothers, they're said to be close with him on the set of Empire, that they often speak and talk with each other, and they're real friendly. So, their talk, that's who the police is talking to. That's who it is being said helped him to, arrange this butt whooping. Anyway, it also goes on to say he has now been further victimized by claims attributed to those alleged perpetrators that Jussie played a role in his own attack. So the attorney's position, I guess, is that now that they found out that those two men were the ones that actually did the attacking, the attorney's position is, yes, they attacked them, but Jussie wasn't in on it. They just decided to do this random malarkey for whatever the reason might be, and then, Jussie got hurt, but he didn't know that they was planning on doing that. So now, check this out. Why did he say they were white people if that's the case? You see, that's the problem when you tell a lie. When you tell a lie, and then other people are also telling, are in on whatever it is, and then they decide not to fall in line, it kind of exposes you. You understand what I'm saying? So now, I'm not saying, I don't know what happened. I'm just telling y'all I initially didn't believe the situation, and so this is what's unfolding currently. Smollett filed a report with the Chicago Police Department on January 29th stating that two masked men hurled racist and homophobic slurs at him before beating him. The actor also said his attackers poured what he thought was bleach over him and put a noose around his neck. So obviously they're trying to say that these attacks that happened, I don't know, I'm guessing somewhere in downtown Chicago in the middle of the night, were race-related attacks. That's what he's saying. So now if these are the two black guys that obviously somehow the police found out was involved with this, and they're trying to say that those two individuals did some kind of race-related attack on Jussie, I don't know how that's going to go over. I don't know if at this point you could say that you had nothing to do with it. Anyway, so the police department had said it was investigating the alleged attack as a possible hate crime. Smollett is black and gay. Friday night, the police said they released two men and have been questioning the case without charge, and police said they are no longer considered suspects. Chicago police spokesman Anthony G. said when the men were released that it was due to new evidence as a result of today's interrogations. So obviously, these guys gave him up. We'll see what happened. They're like, yo, look, man, he asked for the ass whooping. That's what I'm assuming that they're saying. So I don't know, but we're going to find out. And this guy might have just really hurt his career. Like, I don't know how good of an actor he is. I don't watch the show Empire, but he might have just really, really hurt his career. So leave it down in the comment section what y'all think about this whole entire case. If I just gave you some new information that you didn't know about, tell me what you think about that, and just what you think about the show Empire just in general. Like if they decide to let him go, do you think the show would still be able to last? Do you think the show would still be as good, or if it would I don't know what the guy's storyline is. I don't watch the show, but let me know what y'all think. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you would like to help dictate the direction that this channel takes, please leave a comment. All comments are appreciated, whether positive or negative. Thank you very much and enjoy your day. And remember, positive thoughts cause for positive things to happen. Let's get it.